Today's topic is Gay-back normal form. So as we have already seen that there are two normal forms of context-free grammar. One is Chomsky normal form, another is Gay-back normal form. So in today's lecture, we will be discussing something related to Gay-back normal form, and further we will be understanding how we can convert our context-free grammar into Gay-back normal form. Like in the previous lectures, you have seen that Chomsky normal form is also one of the very important normal form for context-free grammar. In the similar way, here we will see that Gay-back normal form is also very much useful to convert context-free grammar. So you have already seen that in CNF, productions are of this form: A drives BC or A drives terminal. It means if you have already converted your context-free grammar into this form, that is A drives BC and A drives terminal, that form is in CNF form. And you have already seen that CNF form is very much useful in pumping learn of CFF. So here we are, in today's topic, we will be converting our grammar into Gay-back normal form, and we will be understanding what is Gay-back normal form. So the productions of Gay-back normal form are of this type: A drives terminal alpha. A drives terminal alpha. Here alpha is a string of variable having length 0 or more. So if we have converted our context-free grammar in this style, A drives terminal alpha, where alpha being a string of variables only, and the length of alpha can be 0 or more, then this form is known as Gay-back normal form of context-free grammar. And further we will see that why this normal form is required for context-free grammar. See, we have already seen that variety of ways are there to write context-free grammar, but there are some normal forms for context-free grammar. We have already seen one is Chomsky normal form, which will be useful in proving the complete level of context-free language, and this Gay-back normal form it will be helpful where we will be studying PDA. So here the objective of this topic is understanding the Gay-back normal form and conversion of context-free grammar into Gay-back normal form. So the standard is A drives A alpha. A is small a is terminal, capital A is variable, alpha is a string of variable having length 0 or more. So conversion of a context-free grammar into Gay-back normal form, it's a tough topic, and there is a complete one algorithm which will help us to convert our context-free grammar into GNF form. So let us start with that algorithm. Step 1 says that first of all we have to simplify the grammar. Simplify the grammar. So we have already seen that in simplification process of a grammar, there are some steps. Number 1 step is remove null productions. Remove unit productions, and then remove useless symbols. We have already seen that simplification of grammar is an important process. This is the first step. It is the preamble of this algorithm. First of all, we have to simplify the grammar, and in this process, we have to remove the null production, we have to remove the unit production, further we will remove the useless symbols. The useless symbols may be the non-reachable symbols, they may be non-generic symbols. So once the first step is completed, the second step, in second step we will ensure that the production must be in this form. In second step, we will ensure that all the productions of the given grammar, they must be of this form. Here A drives x1, x2, x3, xn, where x1 can be a terminal and rest x2 to xn are variables. And you have already seen this process in Chomsky normal form, how you can convert a production in this form. After the second step ensures that all the productions are of this form now only. Either it is A drive terminal or A drives alpha or A drives A alpha. After second process, we are ensuring that all the productions of the given grammar, they are now in the form of A drive terminal or A drives alpha or A drive A alpha, where alpha is a string of variable. So, in third step, we have to rename the variables. In third step, we have to rename the variables. In fourth step, we have to ensure that all the productions of this form AI drives AJ alpha, they must be fulfilling this condition, that is I is lesser than equal to j. It means after doing the third step, when we have renamed all the variable, like we are having variable S, A, B, C, that means we are renaming the variable like S is replaced by A1, A is replaced by A2, B is replaced by A3. It means we are simply fixing the number with those variables. So by this way, S will be replaced by A1, A will be replaced by A2, B will be replaced by A3. Some numbers will be there in all the variables. And after doing so, all the productions, in fourth step, we are ensuring that all the productions of AI drives AJ alpha must be fulfilling this condition, that is I drives I is lesser than equal to j. In case, in fourth step, we are having a production like this, AI drives AJ alpha, where this condition is not true. When this condition is not true, then in that case, you have to substitute the value of AJ, and ensure that this condition holds. It is in fourth step, we will be ensuring that all the productions of the grammar, they are now in this form, AI drives AJ alpha, where the value of I should be lesser than equal to j. Step 5. Remove left recursion. In fifth step, we will be removing the left recursion if it is there, then we'll see how we have to remove the left recursion. And in step 6, convert all variables of the grammar in this form. Convert with the help of substitution all the production of the grammar in this form, that is A8 drives A alpha or B8 drives A alpha. That means this was the standard, this is the standard, this is the normal form, and it is the Hayback normal form. So finally we are here when we have converted all the variables producing the grammar in this form. A drives A alpha, terminal alpha. So here one very important thing is that this itself is very important thing, how we have to remove the left recursion if it is available in the given grammar. So now come on the step 5. Suppose we are having a production like this: A drives A alpha or beta. So here we are saying that there is left recursion in the nature of the production. A drives A alpha. Here we feel that here this is having the left recursion. So idea is that we want to remove this left recursion, and one thing should be very much clear: if there is recursion in the grammar, so that recursion cannot be removed. But what we can do, we can just convert the left recursion in the form of right recursion. So here in this step file, we will be removing the left recursion and we will be converting our grammar, our production in the form of right recursion. So let us see how we are doing this. Say the production is A drives A alpha or beta. So what further we can see? A drives A alpha. Further, A drives A alpha, so it means this string can be derived. Further, A drives A alpha, so it means this scenario is there, and so on. What is happening here? Finally, we are having A alpha. After any step, we will be having like this: A drives A alpha power n, and A drives beta was another production, which was the terminating condition. So here, what we are doing here? We are terminating it. A drives beta alpha power n. So it means here with the help of left recursion, we have derived this type of string. With the help of left recursion, we have derived this type of string, that is A drives beta alpha power n. And we have already seen that this type of string alpha power n, you have already seen alpha power n string. This, suppose you want to derive this string, so the production you want to derive it with the help of B variable. So its production will be B drives alpha B or alpha. The production of this string, alpha power n, this can be achieved with the help of B variable, where the production is B drives alpha B or alpha. You already know this. So here, what we are doing is, we are just converting it beta B. That means we have seen that this production is now finally converted in this form. That means we can say that if we are having a production like this: A drives A alpha or beta, so this can be converted in the form of A drives beta B and A drives, the terminal condition was beta. It was already there, and B drives alpha B or alpha. So you have already seen in the step file, we have seen that if there is some productions which are having left recursion in nature, so it is our objective to convert that left recursion in the form of right recursion. So now let's again recap the complete algorithm what we did here. Suppose a grammar is given to us, that is context-free grammar. Context-free grammar G is given to us, and we are asked to convert that grammar into given grammar form. So there is a complete algorithm which is having several steps. In first step, we will be simplifying the grammar. This step itself is having 3 sub-steps, where first step is we will be removing the unit productions, then we will be removing the null productions, then we will be removing the useless symbols, and the useless symbols can be non-generating and non-reachable. You already know what are non-reachable and non-generating symbols. So once the first step is over, then the second step, we will be converting all the productions in this form: A drives x1, x2, x3, xn, where except x1, all other symbols are variable. X1 can be a terminal. This can be a terminal. So finally, after second step, all the productions are in this form: A drives terminal, A drives string of variables only, A drives alpha, and A drives terminal alpha. In third step, we will be renaming the variables. In renaming, what we will do is, suppose we are having some variables, So we will try to add some suffix with those variables. And for this step, we will be ensuring that all the predictions should be in the form of AI drives AJ alpha, where the value of I should be lesser than or equal to J. And if it is not, substitute the AJ and ensure that all the predictions are now in this form AI drives AJ alpha, where I is lesser than or equal to J. Once the fourth step is done, then remove the left recursion from the given grammar if it is available. And the step and the algo to remove the left recursion we have seen here, that if the prediction is A drives A alpha or beta, its answer is A drives beta B or beta, or B drives alpha B or alpha. See here, B drives alpha B. This is the right recursion. B drives beta B. B drives alpha B. So here, this is the right recursion. So what we have done, we have just converted the left recursion into right recursion form. And finally, once the left recursion have been removed, in the step 6, what we are doing, we are just converting all the prediction of AI or BA form in the style of AI drives A alpha or BA drives A alpha. And this is the desired form of GNF. Thank you very much. In the next video, we will explain the complete algorithm with the help of one beautiful example. Thank you.